I've tested a lot of pool cleaners, never one that looks like a race car before. That's really not what's important. What's important is if it's going to clean the pool or not. And this is not really designed to clean this pool. This is not a flat bottom pool, and this pool cleaner is supposed to only clean flat bottom pools. I'm going to check it out anyway because I know that a lot of people who are on a budget are going to buy a pool cleaner that may not be designed for their pool. And how do I know that? Well, because I've done it myself. So let's see how it does in a pool that it's not designed for. I'm going to start it off in the deep end because if it won't climb the slope, well, then there's no reason to consider it for anything other than a flat bottom pool, which to be fair is what it's designed for. This one's fairly easy to use. All you do is push one button and submerge it. Let's give it a shot. Now it's not supposed to do walls, and it won't, but the fact that it's actually getting vertical there is a pretty good sign that it might have enough power to climb a slope. We'll see. Another problem that a lot of these have is that they won't go over drains at all. Now, to be fair, I did turn off the drains so that they wouldn't catch it and just suck it and hold it there. But I've done that with every pool cleaner that I've tested as far as these that are not supposed to be in slope bottom pools. So we'll see if it makes it over the drain once it gets to it. And eventually it did navigate its way to a drain and went over it with no problem whatsoever. I did realize after watching it for a few minutes, though, that the navigation might be a little bit limited because it was going side to side and really not making many turns other than the turns that it made when it hit the different areas of the wall. It's been in there for a few minutes already, and I can tell it has a lot of power. What I can also tell is it hasn't really moved off the line that it originally started on, which tells me the navigation system might be a little suspect. And the navigation system, or lack thereof, is really consisting of just these two adjustments. This one in the back, and then there's one in the front as well. And while I'm not fully willing to consider that a navigation system, I will acquiesce that it does randomize the course of the cleaner enough to give you good coverage in most cases. I'm not going to stay out here and watch it. I'm just going to let it run. It's supposed to run for a couple hours. So I'll just come back in a couple hours and show you the pool after it's done. It actually got this area pretty clean because this is the area where it was going back and forth quite a bit. It didn't have any trouble being powerful enough to get up the slope. If we look up here, now it did come to this end of the pool, but if you look up here, there's still quite a bit of debris. And you can kind of see that it parks itself on the side so that you can get to it easily with the hook. And it's very easy to hook and pull up. This is why I test them, because I know that even though this clearly says it's for a flat bottom pool and it should not be used in a pool like this, I know people are going to buy it for this and try to use it in this anyway. And so the reason I test them is to kind of show you, if you could or couldn't get away with it. And this one clearly had a lot of power, and I'll show you what it picked up. So we'll open it up and we'll see what it got. And you can see underneath, it's got, looks like two motors in here. Underneath, there's two different compartments that it sucks out of. So it doesn't lack power. I mean, you can see it picked up a lot, especially in this one compartment. The real issue with this was navigation. It really wasn't power.